I want to help you hit better overheads when you're moving forward. This is actually something that gives people trouble if they don't understand the proper footwork and really the intentions they should have as they're hitting the shot. I want you to just have one thing in your mind. If you're running to the ball, then run through the ball. You see, in the NFL, in American football, they'll catch and they'll catch on the run. In baseball, they'll run to the ball and they'll run through the ball. If you have to move to it, then just run through it. It's actually the easiest way to stay on balance. What a lot of players do is they'll run forward and they'll stop when they hit the ball. And just like in your car, when you slam on the brakes, everything goes forward and down. It's the same thing. You'll bend from the waist and you'll pull that ball into the net. So rather than stopping when you hit the overhead, the goal is actually to keep moving as you hit the overhead. That's actually the better way to stay on balance. So watch me hit these overheads. I'm gonna hit a few where you're just gonna see me moving forward and keeping my balance. And then I'm gonna show you the footwork that allows you to do it. So now that you know what it should look like, let me show you how to do it. And it has to do with which foot you're stepping last with just before contact. You should be stepping last with the foot that's on the side where you're making contact. So I'm right-handed. The last step I'm gonna take is gonna be with my right foot. Then I hit and I continue moving. If I step as a right-hander with my front foot, which would be my left foot, if I step with that foot last prior to contact, I will not be able to move my right arm and my right leg forward at the same time. If we could do that, we would run like this. We don't, we run opposite. Our arms move opposite our legs. So the way to get my arms and legs to move just like I'm running, the last step should be with my right foot since I'm hitting on my right side. Now the next leg that moves is my left, which is gonna go perfectly with my right arm, and it allows me to move through the shot. Players, which means I stay on balance, players who run forward and plant their front foot will always be the players who hit as they bend over and pull the ball straight into the net. So watch me hit a few more and just notice that the last foot that steps prior to hitting the ball, and my definition of step, by the way, is it hits the ground. The last foot that hits the ground prior to hitting the ball will be my right foot, because that's the side where I'm going to be making contact. Now, if you're looking for people in your local area to compete against, practice with, or even find a coach who's going to help you improve your overhead, then use my link in the description, playyourcourt.com/2minute tennis. And when you use my link, you get 50% off when you join. You got to work on hitting overheads while moving forward by utilizing the idea of don't move to it, but move through it. And specifically using the footwork where the last foot that you step with prior to hitting is on the side where you're making contact. You work on this shot and there's no doubt you're gonna gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.